Every year, the Pokemon Company put out a set of 4 decks to commemorate the World Championships. And today we've got a look at the 4 decks that comprise the 2023 Pokemon TCG World Championship series of decks. I'm Jeff from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's take a look at this year's crop. Before we get into this video, quickly wanted to let you know that I'm still fundraising for Extra Life. 100% of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, a network of 170 hospitals taking care of thousands of kids every day. I mean, wonderful job for everybody involved, everybody else fundraising. Shout outs to the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals for helping take care of thousands of kids and all the hospitals that are participating. Thank you to everybody that's donated so far. We've raised over $1,000. And if you have already pledged and made your donation, I sent out the first round of rewards, which include a signed Pokemon card from me, as well as prints of my spray paint art, which you can see here. It's not too late to get your donation in. I'm taking donations till the end of the year. And if you do, and you donate at one of the 3 reward tiers, I will sign a Pokemon card and send you prints based on the reward tier that you donate at. So you could get this Pikachu, this Mew, this Mario Kart painting, and the original waterfall painting as well. Thank you so much for your time and your consideration. Now let's get back to the video. By the way, if you haven't seen the World Championships from this year, I highly recommend doing so. In particular, if you're going to watch one match, I would watch the match between Vance Kelly right here and Tord Reklev. Absolutely ridiculously good match that literally comes down to the absolute final moment. And I mean, there's going to be spoilers here. Congratulations to Vance for the win, but it was a phenomenal matchup, and you can replay that matchup or play as some of the best decks in the world thanks to the release of these World Championship decks. They are retailing for $14.99 US, and they come with a 60 card deck. You will also get a deck box, and don't get your hopes up. It's going to be like a paper deck box like this. This is actually my 2018 Nashville World Championship deck from Robin Schultz. Really glad to have that. It comes with a booklet which has pictures and just like a write-up on the World Championships. Really nice touch. A pin, a playmat / poster. It's a paper one, so don't get your hopes up too much there. And a code card. And here's where we got to state the important thing about these decks, because there's always confusion about it, and people are still get confused about this point all the time, is that these World Championship decks are not tournament legal. You cannot play these in any sort of official events, and even like local events, oftentimes they don't let you play these. One of the big differences is that the backs of the cards are not official Pokemon card backing. You can see here's an official backing, and these ones have different ones. And on the picture here, you can see that Japan 2023, these are different from your official card. So you cannot play these in a official capacity. And the code card that you're going to get, it's going to be for like the digital deck box and the sleeves. You will not get a digital version of the deck that you can play in Pokemon TCG Live. And for some people, that's going to be a deal breaker. And if, in that case, if you're looking for something that is legal, I would go and grab a League Battle deck instead. But I do know, based on the times I've made videos about these World Championship decks, there's also an audience that loves collecting these World Championship decks. And let's go and take a look at the ones that we are getting this year. The big one is Mew VMAX, Vance Kelly, the Masters champion, one with Mew. It's a little awkward in the sense that we got a championship Mew deck last year. Andre Chiasson, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, got top 8 with a Mew deck, and because of the duplication in some of the top decks, we ended up getting Mew as one of them. But now we've got another Mew deck, but this is the one that won the most prestigious title, Masters World Champion. And this one's got a pretty nice list, actually a little more vanilla than we see these days. We see some crazy lists with Deoxys or Excelgor, Grabber Mew with just double turbo energies. This is actually a pretty vanilla list, right down to even having the Oricorio in there. Big stadium count here with the Lost City in the path. Box of Disaster was very important in that grand finals match against Tord Reklev. And if you're looking for a Mew VMAX deck that is incredibly strong and largely still holds up to the current meta, I know it's going to be, by the time these come out in March 1st, I should have said that, March 1st, $14.99, this will have entirely rotated away anyway. But for the purposes of commemorating the World Championships and just having a deck you can play casually, this one's awesome. We also have the runner-up, Tord's deck. Amazing run, came all the way down to the wire with this amazing Gardevoir deck. Of course, we've got the Curlia line, the Gardevoir EX, the Zacian. His deck is a little different than most. He popularized the Luminion in Gardevoir as well as the Professor's Research. Some Gardevoir players have those techs, some do not. Tord has pretty much always run it this way, and it's gotten him great success. Second at Worlds, and he's played it at most tournaments in 2023. I know this year it's gotten a little wacky with his Lost Box stuff, but this is also, like, I love playing Gardevoir, and this is an awesome take on it as well. We do have the Xiao Tong Yen championship deck. I think this is the junior champion, if I remember. And I actually predicted wrong. I thought the runner-up was going to get it and not this one, because I was like, is Pokemon really just going to put a Kyogre, like a regular rare Kyogre, on the front of the box? And hey, if you win the World Championships, yeah, they're going to put the Kyogre on the front of the box. So, my apologies to Xiao Tong Yen for the disrespect. I didn't mean it. I was just like, yeah, the mark. Anyway, they went with the Lost Box Kyogre deck. Turbo Lost Box Kyogre. This is a very tough deck to play. So if you're a new player looking to get a championship deck, this is probably the hardest one of the bunch to play, but Xiao Tong Yang piloted it phenomenally well. I remember that first match in particular, it had such an awful start and was still able to come back and win with this deck. You've got the Comphase and the Colorist to get stuff in the Lost Zone, great attackers in Dragonite and Raikou, and then Kyogre to come in and just get the crazy snipe damage at the end. And the last one we're going to look at here is the colorless Lugia deck. And this one is actually a little different from the colorless Lugia decks we see. Again, congratulations to Gabriel Fernandez, the seniors champion. This one has some interesting techs, including a Drapion for Mew and Gardevoir, a couple of Snorlax, but we also see a slacking V here with Path to the Peak, where with Path to the Peak out, this can just attack for 260 damage, which is pretty ridiculous. We haven't seen this variation of colorless Lugia since, but it's a really cool innovation and a very strong deck, no less. So again, that's our look at the upcoming World Championship decks. These are coming out on March 1st, retailing at $14.99 US. Again, these are not tournament legal decks. So if you're looking to start playing and you want to play at events or you want to play on Pokemon TCG Live, you cannot use these. However, if you just like collecting World Championship decks or you like playing casually with high-powered decks, these are absolutely amazing for that. But what say you? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like collecting these decks? Do you like playing these decks? Have you been, tricked? I'm reluctant to say tricked, but I did, when I bought this deck, I didn't realize that it wasn't tournament legal as well. So I try and mention that every time that we bring these up, and I'll probably make a separate video closer to launch as well, just so everybody's on the same page, knowing that these are not official decks. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you're watching this as soon as I put up the video, it's a little weird because the next 2 Sundays are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and I won't be streaming on those days. So let me know. I'll let you know on Twitter when I'm going to be doing makeup streams. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. Twitch fam, stick around, but YouTube, let's get out of here. Bye-bye.